So you've got ballet shoes?
It's like that.
Like ballet shoes?
Mm.
What colour are they?
White.
Very good. And I want you to now connect with your body so that you can feel the energy of your body and tell me, are you male or are you female?
Female.
You're female. Mm-hmm. And I want you to describe to me, if you knew, what would you be wearing there?
Long dress.
What colour is this dress?
It's white.
It's white. And in a moment I'm going to tap you on the forehead, and when I tap you on the forehead you'll see some numbers, and that'll be your age. So 3, 2, 1. How old are you?
7.
You're 2.
7.
How old?
7.
You're 7 years old. Yeah. If you're 7 years old, you'll know what your name is. Just listen out and hear your name being called. What do they call you in that life? Sylvia? Jennifer. Well, hello Jennifer, thank you for coming and working with me today. Jennifer, I want you to imagine that you can look around where you are and describe to me, are you inside or outside?
Outside.
You're outside. And is it daytime or is it nighttime?
I'm playing in the park.
You're playing in the park? Are you alone playing in the park, or is there someone with you? You don't have to see them, you can just sense them.
There's a man behind me.
A man? And as you look at that man, what is he to you?
I don't know him.
You don't know him? So did you come to the park with this man?
No.
No? Well, tell me, why is that man there then?
I don't know.
So as you're playing in the park there, are you playing on your own or are you playing with other children?
No, they're over there.
Say that again?
They're over there.
They're over there.
Yeah.
The children are over there. And do you know these children?
So we play. We all play.
You all play? Well, just see yourself playing now and enjoying that time with those children there. Describe to me what's happening.
He's grabbed me on my neck.
What's on your neck?
The man, he's grabbed me on my neck.
The man has grabbed you on your neck.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do now is, as I'm with you now, I want you to freeze that scene. And I want you to go backwards in time. And I just want you to be free from any pain, fear or emotion, so that you're watching it like a movie. And I want you to look at that man. Describe to me what he looks like.
I can't see him. He's behind me.
He's behind you.
He's a shadow, he's black.
He's black. Is it a man or is it energy?
I don't know. Sorry,
So let's just release that. Release that now. Because you're just watching a movie, you don't need to take on the impression of it. Yeah? So you can breathe clearly now. And I want you to now begin to use your communication skills, your telepathic mind. And I want you to look into the eyes of this man, because the eyes are the windows to the soul. And I want you to tell me, as you look deep into those eyes, does he remind you of anybody? What's your first impression?
He's my father.
Is your father. So now I want you to fast forward that scene and tell me what happened. Did you get away from him?
No.
No? So tell me what happened to you. Did you go with the man?
No.
Where were your parents?
No. I don't know.
Well, as you look around this park, I want you to feel the ground that you're stood on and tell me what country is that you're in. You'll know the country. It'll be the first country that comes to mind.
Austria.
Where are
Austria.
you're in Austria?
Yeah.
Very good. And now I want to be able to know what year that was. So I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, I'm going to tap you on the forehead. And when I do, you'll see some numbers come to mind. 3, 2, 1. What year is it there?
1570.
1570. And do you escape from that man eventually?
No.
No? So tell me, what does he...
Yeah.
What does he keep you for? Tell me where he takes you. So you go from the park, and what happens next? Just watching a movie, free from any pain, fear or emotion. What happens next? Does he take you home, or does he take you somewhere else?
Yes. My neck is broken.
Your neck is broken,
Yeah.
so he broke your neck. Yeah?
Oh.
So what I want to do now, as I place my hand on your neck, I want to heal and soothe that neck and just feel the energy coming from source now to repair that neck. So you passed when you were such a young girl of 7. So what I want you to do now, Jennifer, is I want to close that scene now, and thank you for working with me. But we're going to find another life when something important is happening. So closing that scene now. That's right. Just close that scene and just feel your energy body, your soul just drifting and floating forward to another life. Feel yourself connecting now with that life. And I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, you're going to be there. So when you're ready, 3, drifting, floating forward to a life that's relevant to this one today. 2 and 1. Be there now. So now that you're in this new life, describe to me. Are you inside or outside? If you knew, where would you be?
But so bad.
You're on a boat?
A boat.
You're on a boat?
Yeah, boat.
A barge? I'm feeling your energy. Are you male or female?
A man.
You're a man? What do people call you in that life? What's your name? David. Hello, David. Thank you for coming forward and working and sharing this part of your story with us. David, how old are you? Just see the numbers. You don't know? Are you 2 or 10 or 50? How old do you feel? Are you a man or a young boy?
40.
You're 40 years old.
40 years. 40.
Yeah. And what country are you in there, David, on this barge? What country is it?
Holland.
It's Holland. And what are you doing on that barge, David? Just see the images come and the story unfold now.
You got coal.
You've got coal. Are you delivering coal?
I get it and then Daisy. Yeah.
So are you a coalman?
No. Transporting.
You're transporting, I see. Very good. And tell me, are there any other people on that barge with you, David, or are you on your own? Just what do you sense?
My children.
Who's with you?
My children.
Your children?
Yeah.
How many children have you got?
2.
2? Describe these children to me. How old are they?
Oh.
4?
Yeah. Maybe 3.
4 and 3?
Yeah.
And what did you call those children in that life? What's their names? What's their beautiful names?
Christine.
Kirstine. And the other one? Jacob?
Yeah.
So as you look at Jacob and Kirstine, I want you to look into their eyes one at a time, because the eyes are the windows to the soul. So as we connect deeper and deeper, just look into their eyes and you'll instantly know if they remind you of anybody today. Does Kirstine remind you of someone?
Oh, maybe Alison.
Does she remind you of anybody?
Alison, maybe.
Alison, And look at Jacob. Telecommunicate with that beautiful soul that he is, and tell me, has he shared any of his life today? Who is he? He's not here?
No.
He's not here. Very good. And tell me, David, do you have a wife?
No.
No? What happened to your wife?
She was sick.
She got sick?
Yeah. That's gone.
Say that again?
This is gone.
She's gone? And how does that make you feel, David? Detaching from the pain, fear and emotion, able to talk to me clearly. When she left, did she take a part of your soul with you?
Oh.
Did she pass over to spirit, David?
Yes.
Yeah. I want to call on her now to come forward and just feel her energy coming down in this session now, because this is your time to heal, David. And as you connect with your wife there now, just visualizing her, sensing her in your space, knowing that you can telepathically communicate with her. What message does she give to you there, David? Don't cry. I want you to step into her energy, David, so that you can feel all that love and devotion, all that joy, all those memories that you shared. Feel how wonderful it is. And the message from her is that she's waiting, that you're never apart. Yeah? So let's continue. So David, you're in Holland in 1570 with your 2 children, and you're transporting coal. I want you to follow that scene now, and I want you to follow that scene to another important time in your life when something is happening. So follow that scene and fast forward. 3, 2 and 1. And tell me, are you still in Holland? It seems like what?
It's England.
It's England. What year is it in England there? Just see the numbers come to mind. I'm going to tap you on the forehead. 3, 2, 1. What year is it? 14? 1430. And are you still David in that life, or are you someone else?
I'm Marguerite.
You're who?
Marguerite.
You're Marguerite. Thank you, Marguerite. Look around and tell me, where are you, Marguerite? Are you inside or outside?
Outside.
You're outside. And what are you doing outside, Marguerite?
I'm running away.
You're running away. And what are you running away from?
The fighting.
The fighting. So what part of England are you in? Are you in the north, the south, the east or the west?
I'm in Salisbury.
You're in Salisbury?
Yeah.
So Marguerite, are you part of the fight? Or did you just get caught up in it?
They're fighting.
So describe them to me when you say they're fighting. Who are fighting?
The old man and his wife.
The old man and his wife?
She's new.
She's new?
And she doesn't want me like I'm her nanny.
Oh right, she's new and doesn't want you?
No.
So you were her nanny?
No. I look after the family.
Oh, you look after the family? So the man has a family and she doesn't want you back there now?
No.
So Marguerite, as you run away from this family, where do you run to? Just fast forward the scene and tell me what happens next.
I see a priest.
A bridge?
Priest. I go to the priest.
You go to the priest?
Yeah. Because I need him to help me.
You go to the priest for some help? Very good. And tell me about this priest. How do you feel? Do you feel safe with this priest?
Yes, I can talk to Monsignor.
They're what, sorry?
Monsignor, I can talk to Monsignor.
You can talk to him?
Yeah.
And does he help you get a place or a home?
Yeah.
So tell me where you are now that he's helped you.
I've gone to a boarding house.
You've gone to a boarding house?
Yeah. We're making dresses now.
So you make dresses?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about working in that boarding house?
Just happy.
Happy?
Yeah.
And is there anyone in that boarding house that you feel more affiliated to than the rest? The people in there? Look around and...
My friend, she's my friend now.
Yeah, so tell me the name of your friend.
Kirsty.
Kirsty?
Yeah, Christine.
Christine? I want you to connect with Christine, looking deep into the soul of those eyes, knowing that you can connect with her energy. Has Christine come and worked with you today in another body? Does she remind you of anybody? No. So what I want you to do now, Marguerite, I want you to take me to the last day of your life, in that life, where we can lift your soul out of the body and we can assess, we can just evaluate and see what the contract was. So when you're ready, just closing that scene like you were flicking the switch of a remote control and go drifting, floating forward. Drifting, floating forward, that's right. All the way to the last day of that wonderful life. Very good. 3, 2, 1. Marguerite, tell me, how old are you there?
"45."
You're 45. That's a very young age to pass over. Are you ill? So as I connect with you to love and support you, describe to me, what is this illness that you have? You're detached from it, you can just feel. Is it in your tummy? Yeah? So what I want you to do, Marguerite, knowing that this is the last day of your life, and knowing that your soul carries on as we leave this body, I want you to take a nice deep breath in, and I want you to step to one side, Margaret, and I want you to be just about 3 foot above the body, looking down at that body of Margaret now, knowing that you are the soul and so much bigger than that body. As the soul is out of the body now, tell me, how do you feel?
Free.
You're free. Wonderful. So, what was the contract of having that life? What were you supposed to be achieving there?
Helping children.
Helping children. And do you feel that you achieved that?
Yes.
Very good. Now I want you to look around, because sometimes it's normal for someone or something to come at the end of life to collect you and take you back to spirit, or others just drift and float to that special place where they want to be. Take a look around.
My mother.
Your mother is there?
Yeah.
I want you to draw your mother's energy to you close, and I want you to step right into that energy and just embrace it and just feel her loving energy around you now, going through every cell fibre of your body. How does that make you feel? Awesome.
Lovely.
Lovely, very good. So, as you can connect to your mother telepathically, what message does she give you now? What does she say to you?
You've come home.
You've come home. So, invite her to take you to your soul group. So as you travel with your mother now, going higher and higher, and just feel yourself floating higher and higher as you're shedding that life and those memories, as you just feel your body energy floating up to spirit. How wonderful. Wonderful. Drifting and floating up to your mother. And I want you to take me to the place where you go next after a life. 3, 2, 1. Describe where you are.
Oh,
Is it light?
oh, she's
Beautiful.
pure white.
Pure white.
Yeah.
And as you connect with that energy, can you sense that there are other souls around you, or do you feel that you're on your own there?
I've seen.
What have you seen?
If they were singing.
Everyone's singing. How wonderful. And is this your soul group that you're with now, or is it another place?
We're all together.
Yeah, your soul group, you're all together. So I want you to go drifting and floating around your soul group, connecting with those souls, feeling that energy. Just drifting, floating, telepathically communicating. Drifting from one soul to the next, and eventually you'll come across a soul that you're more familiar to than the rest. Be there now. Describe this soul to me. What do they look like? Do they look like us?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is it male or female?
Yes, man. A man.
A man?
Little boy.
A little boy?
Teenager.
A teenager?
Yeah.
So I want you to connect with this teenage boy now. Have you worked with him before in other lives? Ask him. What does he say?
Yes.
Yeah? And as you look at him now and connect with his eyes and his soul, tell me, has he been working with you in this life too? Does he remind you of anybody?
We went a different way.
You went different ways? Very good. So now that I've got that information, I want to thank the soul group for working with me now, but I want to be able to connect with your inner self, your higher self, your subconscious mind now. So what I want you to do now is I want you to take a nice deep breath in, and I want you to just put your mind to one side now and just allow your higher self to come forward, and I want them to use your voice today. 3, 2 and 1. Hello, higher self. Are you male or female or neither? You're neither? Say that again.
This is a love energy.
It's a loving energy. So do I just call you energy then?
Yes.
So as you are this energy, is this the first life you've had with it? Or have you had many lives? You've had 5 lives. So tell me, energy, what is it that you're working on with her? What is it that you work together to do?
I have to be prepared.
Say that again.
I have to be prepared.
Have to be prepared? And what are you being prepared for?
The children.
The children? So as that energy now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to do a body scan from the top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. So what I want to do now is we're going to start at the top of the head. So I just want you to go in there like a light beam, like an x-ray, beginning at the top of the scalp, going down the forehead now. Very good. Into the backs of the eyes. Go into the backs of the eyes again, feeling the energy around there. And down the cheekbones and the jaw and the neck, down the shoulders and back up again. Into the torso. And we're just looking for any energy that we can work on today. And I want you to go into that heart area now and just feel the energy in that part of the body as you just make your way down now into the tummy area, to the left and the right. Very good. Just remember that. Remember that for me. Go down the hips and the knees to the ankles, all the way to the tips of the toes and back up again. So energy. Where can I work with this body today? What's the first area that we're working with? Your leg? Yeah? Is it the left, the right, or both? The left. So I'd like that energy to come with me now on travel, on the sound of my voice. And as I invite you now to travel, I want you
I've got a clot.
You've got a clot?
I've got to go.
And where is that clot? Is it at the top or the bottom?
No, it's in my car.
It's in your calf?
Yeah.
So as I go down here,
Yes, there's a leg.
Is it around here?
Yeah, in there.
In there?
Yeah.
In there. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually mark that. It's going to be there. So I'd like now to call on Archangel Michael and his team to come down and work with me now. So as I continue to talk, and I'm inviting the archangels now to come and work with me, surrounding you now, knowing that you've got the full support and comfort of them. I'd like Archangel Michael to put his sword of light in this area of this clot. And as he does, see how he activates that sword of light. And as that sword of light is activated, just feel the energy coming from that sword going into that area and that clot, dispersing it. Just see how he's just shattering that clot, putting it into tiny fragments and allowing it to be filtered through your veins. That's right. And I call on Archangel Raphael to work with him now, to pour in all the healing for this area, to help cleanse the back of this calf now. And is this the reason why she's getting pain in her legs? It's gone? It's all gone?
Yeah.
It's gone. So, how does your leg feel now?
It's still swollen.
It's still swollen. So what can we do to help this swelling now? You'll know what is best for her. What would be best for her? I'm going to invite the water. The purification of the water. But before we leave that area, what I want to do is I want to use my singing bowl, and as I connect with that singing bowl, I want all the pain and the energy of that swelling to lift out of the body and just be released and go back to spirit. So when you're ready, 3, 2 and 1. Just feel all that swelling coming out of the body now. All of that swelling in both legs coming out of the body on the sound and the vibration. Very good. Happy to leave and make its way to spirit. Thank you. So how do our legs feel now?
Very light.
Light. So in a self, what I want you to do now is I want you to scan that body very quickly for me again and tell me, is there anywhere else that we can work in the body?
Well,
Your arms?
of course I know.
Your arms?
With back, just my lower back.
Your lower back? Let's start with this arm. Is it the right arm? Is it the shoulder? Let me connect with that shoulder. Let me connect. Is that a sharp pain?
It was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very good. I just want the inner self now. Come from the mind, travelling into this shoulder. I want you to feel the muscles, the veins, the fibres and the bones. You know, all energy has a consciousness. Communicate. So tell me, what's going on in this shoulder area?
It got broken.
It got broken. Did it get broken in this life or a previous life?
Before.
Previous life.
Yeah, little girl.
When you were a little girl? So tell me, what happened to you in that life? How did you break your arm?
He broke my neck.
He broke your neck, and that's the pain that you're carrying? Okay, so let's go in that area now. That's right. I'm just going to put my hand on your neck. Just draw it all out. That's right. Very good. Feel that soothing as I call on Archangel Raphael now, just to pour healing into your throat and around your neck. Just feel the love coming from Spirit. And I want you to feel that blue emerald liquid energy from Spirit pouring into your neck now and into your shoulder. So when he got you by the neck, did it jar into your shoulder? Archangel Raphael, just keep pouring all that love and that energy and that healing into this shoulder and into this neck. And the more I talk, the more energy and the more love. And just see how it's putting everything right. Everything is just falling into place. How wonderful. Is it looking good now? Yeah? I'm going to tap you on the forehead and seal that in. So, inner self, what I want you to do, I want you to go to the back of the eyes. And is it more around the right eye than the left eye? What's going on in the back of the eyes?
It's dark.
It's dark. Inner self, go in there and amplify that area. And as you go in and begin to amplify that area, you'll be able to tell me what's happening. Have we got wires crossed, or is there something there that we need to release? Is it more in the right eye?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I can feel. Yeah. So why is that there? Is it a memory of something? What's happening?
War.
War? Is this when she was Marguerite?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did she see too much?
It's terrible.
It was terrible.
So many died.
So many died.
So
Okay.
many died.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect with these eyes, and I want to go back into the back of the eyes now. And I call on Archangel Gabriel to come and work with me now. And I want him to go into the back of the eyes and begin to pull out all those memories of that war when you were Marguerite. Just see him going in there now, drawing out all those memories that don't serve this life anymore. See how he's pulling them out like the weeds in the garden, because we're going to take them home back to Spirit. Just see how he's pulling them all out and putting them in my hand. And have I got all those memories now? Keep drawing, keep drawing. They're memories that were from a life long ago, and you don't need to carry them in the back of your eyes. Just invite them to come into my hand now. That's right. Have I got all the memories of that time now? Yeah. So I'm going to... Wow, that's heavy. I'm going to offer that up to Spirit, and I'm going to invite Archangel Gabriel now to go into the back of the eyes, and I want him to instill love and compassion. Very good. Just feel all that love and compassion pouring in. And as I do, I'm going to work with my bowl once more. So I'm going to connect with my bowl, and on the count of 3, 2, 1, you'll hear my bowl. And when the bowl sings to you, all the love from Spirit will be coming down to heal you. So when you're ready, 3, 2, 1. Just feel that love coming down now. Feel it now, cascading from the top of your head into the back of the eyes like a shower, soothing and healing. That's right. So tell me, how do the eyes look now?
They're clean.
They're clean. So really, that was because she saw too much, and that was the reason why that she got that problem with her eyes.
Oh, terrible.
It was terrible. But that was a life gone now. Tell me about her feet. Go down to her feet now. Just travel down to her feet, and her right foot in particular. Tell me what's going on here. I'm going to connect with his feet. What's happening here?
Can't run.
You can't run. Go back to that memory. Go drifting, floating back to the time in that memory where you were a girl, a boy, a man or a woman. Were you male or female in that life?
A girl.
You were a girl? Yeah? So
They're going to sell me.
Pardon?
They're going to sell me.
They're going to sell you?
Yeah.
What country are you in?
Oh, South America.
South America? And what colour are you?
I'm brown.
You're brown. And what's your name there, darling?
Angola.
Agula?
Angola.
Ungula? So where is your mum? Were you taken from your mum?
The British attack.
Say that again?
The village again.
They attacked the village?
Yeah.
And so you've been captured and they're going to sell you?
Yeah.
And when you say you can't move, have you got something around your foot?
I got clamp.
You've got a clamp?
Yeah.
And that memory from that life, what is it doing to her feet today as it's stored down there in the feet? Is it causing any symptoms?
Well, that's a drain.
It drains you?
Dragging so.
It's
hard to move.
Yeah, it's hard to move. So let's now release that memory that should have gone up to Spirit with that girl. I'm going to connect now with your feet here, calling on the inner self, the higher self, to come down and work with me now. As my hands are here now, my healing hands are like a magnet. And as I talk, my hands get stronger and stronger. Just inviting all that memory to come into my hands to lift it out of the body. Just feel how that memory is now happy to leave. It should have gone a long time ago, shouldn't it? Just keep drawing it out of your body into my hands. My healing hands getting stronger and stronger. Have I got all that memory now?
It's bleeding.
It's bleeding. I'm going to call on Archangel Zadkiel now to come down with his healing thoughts and energy. And I want him to pour in that energy wherever it needs healing in these feet. And it will just go directed to that source and feel where there was pain and there was bleeding. Now feel the energy of source soothing and healing that area. Can you see how all the cells and fibres begin to knit together until you're totally healed? How is it looking now?
Clean.
It's looking clean. So do I have permission to release these memories up to Spirit?
Yes.
Right, so I'm going to offer those up to Spirit, and may the light of the universe always accompany you. I just want to scan the body again, and I just want to check what is going on here in the tummy area. What's happening? Just make your way down there. Communicate with all the energy around you and tell me what's happening. How does it feel?
It's all falling down.
It's all falling down?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to call on the archangels now to come and work with me. And as I press my healing hands onto your tummy here, I want their energy to come through my hands, and I want you to feel the source energy now, searing through your body, knitting all those muscles and fibres together where they need to be. See how they're restructuring that body, shoring it up, building it so it's nice and strong. Very good. How does it look now? Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, still strong.
Very strong?
Oh.
You're going to feel so much better after that. So, what I'd like to do now, I'd like to bid farewell to the higher self and thank you for working with me. But I have a number of questions that I want to ask. And I want to ask, how many guides does she have?
I would say 4.
4? And these 4 guides, what message do they give her? I want you to make an intention to have the image of those guides in front of you now and telepathically communicate. What message do they give her today?
They're telling me I'm powerful.
You're powerful.
I've got work to do.
You've got work to do.
Yeah.
Tell me more detail. What kind of work?
I've got to help humanity.
You've got to help humanity. And you say she's
I've
powerful.
got to show the way.
You've got to what?
Show the way.
Show the way.
But I don't know how.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to tell her. I want you to go into the back of those eyes as we've got it on the list and just tell me, how do those eyes feel now? Now we've cleared all that memory.
They feel better.
Better?
They don't feel big.
They don't feel big. They've got the swelling is reduced then.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I want you to tell me about those 2 ships, those extraterrestrial, I can't say it, ships. What happened when she visited those ships? Tell me about that. Let me travel with you. Why did she go to those ships?
They're so loving.
They're what?
So loving.
They're so loving. Describe them to me. What do they look like? Do they look like us?
No. They are us. Really, they're all one. But they're just different colours.
They are us, but just different colours. Do the different colours mean different things then?
It's the homes where they come from.
It's the homes. So the colours represent the homes where they come from.
The Arcturians are blue. We are the Arcturians. They're blue.
Yeah? And tell me, does my client come from the family of the Arcturians, or does she come from another family?
Syria.
She comes from Syria.
Syria.
Syrial.
Syria.
Sirius. So why does she visit these ships? Is she going to download things, or is she bringing something back? What does she visit these ships for?
They're clearing my mind.
They're taking your mind.
They're clearing the negativity from my mind.
They're clearing the negativity from your mind. So have you worked with these extraterrestrials before?
Yeah, when I was small.
You have?
He came, he stopped the meeting.
Who stopped a meeting?
No, he's the man, the big man. He was like an angel, I don't know. He's all white, he's wearing white clothes,
So
white dressing gown.
describe this big man like an angel. When do you see him in your mind?
He came, he stopped them beating me.
He stopped them reading you?
They were beating me.
Beating
I
you?
get hidings all the time.
You get hidings all the time?
Yeah.
What, from the extraterrestrials? No?
My mother.
Your mother?
And my father.
This is another memory.
No. This is from now, this lifetime.
From this lifetime. Where does she hold those memories about her parents in her body then? This angel has highlighted this. He wants to take it back to spirit.
He stopped them. He put a stop to it. When he stabs me in my hand, he takes it away.
He takes it away? Oh, right, so you haven't got that. Wonderful. Tell me about these white, tiny, featured people and the blue alien. What's going on there? Just connect with that thought. And tell me about these tiny people. Who are they?
They're looking at my body.
I want you to telepathically communicate them now. Ask them, why are they looking at your body?
They want to fix it.
They want to fix it. And this blue alien, is he a healer as well? Has he come to help fix? What's the blue alien there for?
He's talking.
He's talking.
He's telling me the future.
He's telling you the future? How fascinating. So does she have the power to see into the future and communicate with others? What is he telling you there? He's going very deep. Well, as they've come to help heal the body today, let's work with them, and let's work with them with sound. So I'm going to come closer to you now, and as I get closer with my singing bowl, I'm going to put my singing bowl from the top of the head all the way down to the tips of your toes. And as I do, I want them to work by going into your body on the vibration of the sound and direct their healing completely. So when you're ready, 3, 2, 1. Starting at the top of the head, just feeling it going into the body. Into that tummy area, especially on the left hand side. Feel it working now. Keep there in the tummy. Feel the vibration going into the tummy now. Totally soothing every muscle fibre. Very good. So let's go down legs now to the knees. Feel the energy now going down the legs. See how they're soothed and cleared and energized. Very good. So tell me, inner self, how is the body feeling now?
It's really much better. Just my toes.
Your toes, I'll get to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect with my bowl again, and I'm going to draw that energy from the tips of the toes. So when you're ready, and just feel all that energy now coming into the toe, into the bowl. Just feel it coming out of the toes into the bowl and up to source. Is that better? Wonderful.
Oh.
Lovely, thank you. So I get back to the questions, and I want to ask,
Of course.
does that feel good?
Pulling back.
What's pulling back?
The toes.
The toes?
The cross one feet, that's those ladies.
I'm going to connect with those now, and I'm going to draw back that energy. Invite it to come into my hands. Just feel me pulling them, like pulling the weeds out of the garden, drawing that energy out now. That stubborn energy. And while I'm talking about this energy, does this energy belong to somebody else? Or is it just energy that's trapped?
It's trapped.
It's trapped energy. Come with me now. I invite you to come with me now. Have I got that energy? I'm just letting go now. Are you ready to let go?
I don't want to give it to you, it hurts.
No, you don't give it to me. I pass it up to the universe to be healed. So just place it into my hands. But is it in my hands now?
Yeah.
Very good. I offer that up to the universe to be healed, and may the light of the universe always accompany it. So I want to ask another question, that when she left the planet to go, as she called, home, what happened? She was about 5 or 6. Tell me about that.
I knew I was there.
They knew you were what?
I was there.
So
I was hiding.
you were hiding? What were you hiding from?
I wasn't supposed to be there.
You were trying to get back up to spirit?
No, I was just going home.
You were just going home? Did you feel that you'd had enough as a 5-year-old? You were just going to go home?
I didn't want to be here.
You didn't want to be here? So when you got back up
It's a cruel world.
It is a cruel world. But the challenges and the experiences make us very strong warriors, don't they? And look how you've achieved all those accolades in your life today. So who was it that was there to greet you when you got home?
Well, the people was there.
Yeah, and what did they say to you? They were angry.
They were whispering. They were worried.
They were whispering and worried.
Yeah.
And what did they say to you?
You know, the council told me to go back.
The council told you to go back.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now, I've got a question about her legs and her back and her feet, but now that we've done all that energy work, just scan the body and tell me, how does it feel now that we've done that work? Is it feeling better?
Yeah.
Very good. Uh-huh. So now that we've come to the end of the session, inner self, tell me, are there any other questions or any other work that we need to do, or any other messages? Call on a message from Spirit while we're here.
There's someone here.
Someone here. Just draw that person in. Draw and invite them into your energy.
Oh,
And who are they? Do I have permission to speak with them? Call them in. Yeah. I'm going to tap you on the forehead. And when I tap you on the forehead, I want to speak with that energy. 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, energy. Tell me, why have you chosen to come and speak with us today? What message do you want to give us? Speaking to me clearly. Mm-hmm. She has to do the work. Uh-huh. Well, when you say she has to do the work, be a little bit more descriptive. Describe to me, what kind of work does she do? Is she going to talk to people? Is she going to heal them with her hands? She's going to teach? Uh-huh. And is she going to be teaching from home?
On the book.
On the book? So she has a book inside her? Does she know about this already?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And are you telling me it's time that she got the book?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you very much for coming down and giving us that message. But I'd like now for you to step back, 3, 2, 1. And as I talk to the higher self now, thank you for working with me today and doing all that wonderful, amazing healing. But it's now time for you to go back, so thank you for working with me. And I'd like my client to feel her coming back into her body now. Feel the energy, feel how lovely and relaxed and comfortable her body is now with all that healing. As she's coming down back into the room, nice and steady, knowing she's been on this amazing journey, feeling wonderful all over. And when you're ready, your eyelids getting lighter and lighter. Open your eyes. Welcome back to the room. That was amazing, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh. What's that person who came?
That person?
He's a really strange looking person.
A strange person?
Yeah.
How describe them to me?
Almost like frog eyes.
Frog eyes?
He's like really strange. He was a human being, but it was...
A human being with frog eyes?
Yeah.
Maybe he's one of your connections up there. He's certainly come to give you that message.
Different. Very different.
So there's a book in you?
Yes.
So how do you feel now you've had that experience?
Wow. Really sorry. Gosh, I just felt when I was David and my wife died, it broke my heart forever.
When you were David, it broke your heart that your wife died.
Yeah.
Wasn't it good for her to come down and give you that love, knowing
Yes,
that
it
she was
was.
yeah. And your eyes, although we did this body scan and you mentioned lots, I got this, I get tingling in my hands.
Yeah.
And I want to get back. I just wanted to get into the back of the eyes, in particular the back of the right eye.
The right one.
And it was all the memories as from Marguerite when she ran away because there was just too much fighting going on.
It was wars.
Yeah.
They were just killing each other.
Yeah. You see, it's how symbolic things can be, where they, you know, you saw too much and it was behind your eyes, just like we get heavy in the heart.